The White Tiger Knight Mossberg 500 12 gauge review. Simple Mossberg 12 gauge is pretty great. Check it out.
This is the White Tiger Knight channel, and this is the Mossberg 12 gauge pump shotgun. It's pretty inexpensive shotgun. It's a really great 12 gauge, and I think Mossberg makes actually a pretty good pretty good product. It's inexpensive. This isn't a really super fancy version, but it is very effective. Whenever I got this, I'm just going to go over a couple things about this particular Mossberg here. Okay, it's 12 gauge. Whenever I got this particularly, this area here, which is where you actually load the shells, could only hold actually 3 inside of it. So you'd be able to actually put one in the actual one in the chamber here, and you could have 3 here for a maximum total of 4. Okay, and at this point, I've actually there's a great way that you can go ahead and take these guys right here. You pop this piece off, go ahead and screw it out. You pull the barrel off. I'll show an assembly of this, a disassembly, and show exactly how you can do that. But then you just go ahead, after you pop the barrel off, you can push the pin basically straight out, and there's a little piece of wood in there that holds it from holding rounds. So that's a main problem with it. So it holds much more now, and you don't have to worry about that. And basically, it works really well. So that's a really good tip for anyone that has one of these. Just go ahead and pop this off here, pull it out, and your barrel will come off, and you'll be able to push out the wooden piece that's restricting you from holding the proper number of rounds or shotgun shells within your shotgun. Just make sure your state laws are proper with all that, and make sure it's compliant so you don't get any issues. But I'm pretty sure it's definitely allowed where I'm at. So basically, when you're hunting, you can only put certain rounds in certain situations. But even with this setup, you can still do that. And as you can see here, this is the Mossberg 500 build basically that I'm going to create, where I'm going to actually go ahead and swap. I think my plans are necessarily to swap this guy out here with a pistol grip, and then get an extended piece for more shells that connect there, and possibly at some point just try to shorten her down a bit, because she is pretty long, but I think it's fairly accurate with long range because of the long barrel. But I think the pistol grip will shorten it and help it for tighter, tactical situations. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here with when I transfer to the pistol grip. I might change that to a polymer pump piece, but also keep both of these pieces if I want to go hunting. And I'll have a couple more little bits on that here in a second. But this is just overall the Mossberg. It shoots really great, and I'll show you the action and cut some of the pieces here in a sec. So here I'm going to show you the action now. Go ahead and pump it up, and see how you load the shell in there. Just slide it back and it pops all in, and you'll load it forward. And what I'm going to go ahead and show you here as well is basically how many rounds I could fit, or how many shells I could fit within the actual Mossberg after I adapted it. Took that stick out, so you can see there's one. This is the second one. Just go through it, empty her out, make her safe here for a second. I'm going to show you something on the inside, but as you can see here, that's 3. 4. And again, this is without having one in the chamber, so you have to add one more to the total count here, because I could have had one in the chamber. Alright, now this is the last part of the video here, showing again the Mossberg 12 gauge, the DPMS AR-15 5.56, and the Smith & Wesson 500. So this is going to be kind of a question, and I'll give you my answer, but it'd be interesting if anyone could leave a comment or a response on what their answer would be. But basically the question would be, in an SHTF environment, which one of these weapons would be your choice, versus the 3 here. If you had to grab and go and basically bug out, in a worst case scenario, and leave, and you can only pick one, which would you choose? And I think it's a pretty easy answer for me, but it might be different for others. So number 1 for me, the White Tiger Knight, is the 12 gauge shotgun. That would be the first choice in SHTF environment, mainly because I think the 12 gauge round is readily available. I think it can fit in multiple areas you can find them, and it would be great for hunting and great for protecting yourself, and great for range and stopping power. And if I had to take one, I think I'm most suited for this, so that's probably what I would take, with plenty of shells and plenty of ability to find more ammunition. Now, the second choice for me in an SHTF environment would probably be the 5.56 AR-15, 5.56 223, mainly because I think a lot of the 223 rounds and other ammunition is pretty readily available. So I think that it's great in an environment such as that to be able to protect yourself, and it has range. The only thing, in my opinion, that it's lacking is stopping power. And for hunting, you could probably hunt some small game or whatever, but if you're going to hunt a deer or something larger, you might have to track it as compared with the 12 gauge, where it's basically, I think, dead on impact. So similarly with the Smith & Wesson 500, I think this is mainly suited for shorter ranges, though. So that's the main reason why I wouldn't choose this in an SHTF environment. However, in a home defense, if someone's breaking in your door at night, or you want to protect yourself, I think this would probably be my first choice, just because of the stopping power and close range ability. And you know that I think the simple action, I think it's always going to work for you, and I think it'll always be there for you, protect you with a massive amount of force. So that's my first choice for SHTF. Second choice, obviously close behind, actually, though, and could potentially, I think, one day become my first choice, the AR-15. But home defense right here, and also second in home defense, 12 gauge shotgun, and probably in many situations first in home defense being 12 gauge shotgun, just because of the ability, kind of the fear factor associated with just the action. So that's my take. Let's hear what you guys think. Again, this is all for, peaceful, nonviolent protection of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, the Constitution of the United States, and personal rights. So that's the White Tiger Knight, signing out. Subscribe to the White Tiger Knight channel for winning a free knife or 7 free knives giveaway.